Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Eric Jesperson, principal of McNary High School. Welcome to McNary High School's 57th commencement exercise. On behalf of our district, the Salem-Keizer School Board, and the school's students and faculty, it is my pleasure to welcome parents, family members, and friends of the class of 2022. Today we will have multiple ceremonies in order to accommodate as many guests as possible for our graduates. Because of this, at the end of this ceremony, we ask that you please exit quickly and safely as we prepare for the next ceremony and the one after that. When we walk the graduates out of the gymnasium, we ask that you please meet the graduates outside in the parking lot and exit the facility. We need your help in getting the parking lot emptied so that we can have our next session of families parked in our parking lot. At this time, would everyone in attendance please rise and join our graduates as we have the playing of the national anthem. Graduates, or gentlemen, but not graduates, please remove your hats. Before we begin today's ceremony, I would ask for your assistance with the program. At McNary High School, we are proud of the dignity and seriousness with which we conduct graduation. In order for this ceremony to be enjoyable and respectful to all families, we ask that you silence your cell phones so that our graduation is not interrupted. Help us demonstrate that today's event marks a joyful but serious milestone in the lives of the graduates and the lives of their families. We want to enjoy this afternoon by honoring the efforts of our students that shows respect for them, their families, and our school. Today's proceedings are being filmed by Capital Community Media and can be viewed on the local access channel. Please consult your TV listings for times and dates. Each year, I look back at the scripts, and I have one right here, and I look back at the scripts of prior commencements as a reference. Usually I'll go back the last 2 years since they typically align most closely with what we're trying to do this year. In 2020, we actually had two separate ceremonies, or two separate scripts rather, to prepare for. One was for a virtual ceremony, which thankfully we never did. And the second was for an in-person ceremony, which was repeated 7 times, and it was held in August instead of June. So last night, I was thinking and had actually the intention of saying that fortunately this year's planning was going to be significantly less tricky than in both 2020 and 2021. But the weather forecast went from intermittent rain to what we read was a potential for an atmospheric weather and atmospheric river and windy conditions. And we decided about 10 o'clock last night that we needed to change some things. So we decided to maintain the somewhat new tradition of keeping the planning of the ceremony as tricky as possible by moving everything from out there to in here. So you're all dry and hopefully you're all comfortable. You're welcome. years from now, I will look back at this class. If you think about how things were when you came in, and I'm going to think about how you went through a normal experience as freshmen, and then you did go through that 2-year storm, and yet you're leaving our campus now smarter, stronger, and more resilient. You've been through it all, and we're very proud of everything that you've been able to accomplish. Today, we are honored to have several very special guests participating with the administrators in these commencement exercises. First, to my left, I'm pleased to present to you our superintendent, Mrs. Christy Perry. The director of elementary schools, Mrs. Heidi Litchfield. And our school board member, Danielle Bethel. Finally, I'd like to acknowledge and thank the tremendous efforts of the graduation committee who put together today's events. And there was a lot of people that were involved, and I honestly can't name everyone because, particularly because of the adjustments we made today. But in particular, I'd like to acknowledge Todd Layton, Ashley Gruber, Lexi Johnson, Jim Litchfield, Corinne Jackson, Andy Thomas, Heidi Tavares, Dan Borson, Elizabeth Herring, Senior Master Sergeant Stefan Hammond, Master Sergeant Javier Martin Venus, our junior ROTC cadets, the security staff, and the Kaiser Police Department. Please give them a round of applause. At this time, I'd like to welcome to the stage on our podium Lisa Hong, our ASB president.
Okay, I'm excited to introduce this year's senior speaker. Our student speaker has remained involved at McNary High School in both leadership and AVID while being an active member of the community as well. It is my honor to present the student speaker for the class of 2022, Ms. Mariah Benitez.
Thank you, Lisa. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the graduation ceremony of the class of 2022. My name is Mariah Benitez, and I am honored to stand before you. First of all, I'd like to thank everyone who made this day possible on behalf of the seniors. Thank you to all the teachers and staff that gave their all each and every day, laboring to provide us with a tremendous education, and who pushed us even on the days we did not want to learn. Thank you, administrators, for the oversight you brought to the school and for making tough calls when needed. Thank you to all the families that are representing the senior class whose support, sacrifice, and dedication has not been overlooked. And finally, thank you to the insane amount of rebels that got us through this final year and through our horrible senioritis. But most importantly, I'd like to congratulate and thank the McNary Celtics in front of me. We have all worked hard over these past 4 years to walk across the stage and tell our families that we did it. 13 years really did fly by. We went from being incredible finger painters to being the best Rice Krispies chefs in middle school and now being high school graduates. I mean, there are definitely some bumps and falls in the midst of the road, but we all got up and kept going. Starting out as kids, all we ever wanted to do was grow up. But being with you all here today makes me want it all just to slow down a bit. Our high school experience was not like any other generation's. Sure, we had the Friday night football games and prom, but we survived one of the most historic events of our century. Now, the fact that we're all able to be gathered here today shows that we made it out, even if we had to stare at 28 muted black boxes for 2 days a week to continue half of both our sophomore and junior years. We still made it. We showed resilience and perseverance while still embracing our failures because let's all be honest, we all didn't get straight A's during this time. We missed out on the important years of high school. These years where we start to truly understand where we want to go in life and who we want to be. I am just glad that we stuck it out and adapted to being individually motivated, and as one of the great teachers here would say, we remembered who we are and what we represent. Although teachers and staff tried to motivate us as much as they could, asking for help was always hard to do. Well, at least for me. I saw it as a weakness. One thing about maturing is realizing that it is not a weakness to ask for help, but more of a strength. McNary has taught me that turning our weaknesses into our strengths is always possible. Whether that was learning how to become the master of Quizlet and SparkNotes, or learning how to sacrifice sleep for the all-nighters we pulled to write that paper we had 2 weeks to work on. One thing we for sure learned is how to utilize hope as a means for growth. I am a strong believer that everything happens for a reason. We may not understand or have answers for it all, but that's okay. Life will and always will be a roller coaster. As we all embark our individual journeys, remember that your success isn't defined by the opportunities you are given. It is defined by what you make out of the opportunities you have had. We are all on different paths and at different times, so let's not compare ourselves to others. Someone graduated at the age of 22, but waited 5 years before securing a good job. Someone became a CEO at 25 and died at the age 50, while another became a CEO at 50 and lived till 90. Someone is still single, while someone from his high school friend group became a grandparent. Obama retired at 55, and Trump started at 70. Everyone in this world works based on their own time zone. People around you might seem to be ahead of you, and some might seem to be behind you, but everyone is running their own race at their own time. Do not envy them. They are in their time zone, and you are in yours. So relax. You're not late. You're not early. We are very much on time. Class of 2022. The thing about new beginnings is that something needs to end. For us, we are saying goodbye to the awkward phase of being a high schooler and welcoming our new chapters in life. But we are not done yet. We have just started. Good luck, guys. You're going to need it. Thank you.
Oh shoot, now I gotta flip back. Hold on. Okay, thank you, Mariah. I'm excited to have the pleasure of introducing this year's keynote speaker. This keynote speaker came to McNary 4 years ago, as we did. Ever since, she has made countless impacts on our lives. She's always dependable and trustworthy, especially when you need someone to talk to, ask about important school information, and learn anything about history. These past 4 years, many of us have witnessed her selflessness and ultimately know that she would undoubtedly help anyone that is in need. Without her help, a handful of us would not be able to walk today. She has made many sacrifices for our class as she continues to contribute and become an influential part of our community as well as our lives. She strives for great excellence, and she supports us and pushes us to be better. Without further ado, the keynote speaker for the class of 2022, Ms. Lexi Johnson.
Sorry, this binder is like monstrosity. Okay. Hello, friends and family of the class of 2022. I stand before you honored to have been chosen for this position. And when I initially pondered what I would say in front of 1,000 people that sit proudly before their child, grandchild, sibling, family member, student, or friend, I decided that statement would be, they have faced what few else have and persevered. I continued to think as I wrote this speech that many use this time to dispense life lessons and words of wisdom, and while I will say something along those lines, I want to share with you the lessons that I in fact learned from you and that I now know. You are a class of students that will make change in the world. Your ferocious spirit, your vibrancy and intensity, paired with your intelligence and problem solving will take you far. Remember these attributes in yourselves and be your own best cheerleader. You are a class of students that will persevere and prevail. Faced with tremendous challenges, you returned from distance learning to show your younger peers exactly what McNary School Spirit is about. Yet school spirit is more than just face paint at a game and cheering for our athletes, actors, artists, and scholars. It's about creating an environment in the halls of McNary that is worthy of emulation. Your animated attitude and positivity will echo through the halls of McNary as a legacy that you all helped create. You are a class of students that will realize high school is a bubble waiting to burst. High school is unique in that you are forced into crowded hallways, classrooms with peers that you see daily. Upon your graduation, that bubble bursts, and suddenly the hallways dissipate, and you have the freedom of independence to choose for yourself who enters your world on a regular basis. You are now quite literally choosing your own adventure story. Paths on your adventure will lead different directions from those that you have spent the last 4, if not more, years with. Those paths, your adventures, they may or may not cross again, but you and only you have the power to choose where you go on your way. You will emerge from McNary and take on the world one day at a time. Sometimes your steps forward will be a shuffle, some will be a stride, but above all else, you will continue to progress. Even when steps feel backward or stagnant, remember to be your own best cheerleader. You are a class of students that will remember who you are and what you represent. No longer in the walls of McNary, your character will echo throughout the communities and areas you are in. The way you carry yourself, your actions, your words will all represent you and your values. Your actions will speak the volume of your character, so remember that the way you carry yourself and the way you treat others are likewise the way people see you. Ustedes son una clase de estudiantes que pueden hacer todas las cosas en el mundo. Ha creado oportunidades para usted durante su tiempo en McNary. Tus habilidades y destrezas te llevarán lejos en la vida y estar a la altura del desafío de asistir y tener éxito en una escuela que no es tu primer idioma muestra más fortaleza que la mayoría en este mundo. Todos ustedes cambiarán esta ciudad, este estado, y este país. And if you needed a quick translation, that was, you are a class of students who can do all things in this world. You have created opportunities for yourself throughout your time at McNary. Your abilities and skills will take you far in life, and to rise to the challenge of attending and succeeding at a school and not your first language shows more strength than many in this world. You will change this city, this state, and this country. So congratulations y felicidades as you enter this next chapter. To your family members, your friends, your support system along the way, but most importantly, congratulations to you. Your efforts, your energy, and your work ethic fueled you across this graduation stage. So go forth into the world, be your own best cheerleader, and always remember who you are and what you represent. Thank you.
Thank you, Lexi. Great speech. Now it's the time to honor our Salutatorians and Valedictorians. At this time, can we have our Salutatorians please join me on the stage? These outstanding 2 students embody an impressive breadth of knowledge and skill. They have demonstrated a strong dedication to their academic success and have made us tremendously proud. This afternoon, we recognize these 2 graduates who have pursued a demanding course of study with only a single B in all the coursework during 8 semesters of high school. When you hear your name, please stand forward to be recognized. Miranda Coleman. Haley Sanders. Congratulations, please have a seat. Now we are welcoming to the stage our valedictorians for this session. In this session, we have 11 scholars from the class of 2022 serving as co-valedictorians. We will be announcing the other co-valedictorians in later sessions. These students have pursued a rigorous course of study, including accelerated courses, and earning college credit and advancement through examination while maintaining a perfect 4.0 GPA after 8 semesters of high school. As you hear your name, please step forward to be recognized. Zane Eicher. Quinn Bach. Eliana Berg. Harris Boyd. Paris's name is not on the program, but we will have a replacement program for her family, so congratulations, Paris. Samantha Curran. Haley Gamol. Ava Linden. Devin Tyler Luna. Andrea Salisbury. Kiana Staley. Hayden Wampler. Congratulations, scholars. Please have a seat. I want to remind you that this particular class has been hit harder with the loss of classmates than ever before. In memory of 3 students who have passed away, we will read the names during the awarding of the diplomas. Caps and gowns have been placed on 3 chairs in memory of them. We are now at the part of the ceremony for which we've all been waiting. The presentation of the diplomas to the graduating seniors of the McNary class of 2022. And glancing out at these scholars that I see in front of me, something tells me we're going to have a ball doing this. At this time, I'd like to introduce to the stage Miss Laura Reed.
Alexis Eldridge. Stephanie Wade. Mariah Benitez. Lisa Huang. Aaron Montoya. Brian Dougal. Aiden McCoy. Tyler Cleveland. Carson Long. Ava Linden. Paris Boyd. Samantha Curran. Miranda Coleman. Kylie Nepstad. Kaylee Schwab. Piper Nelson. Haley Gamal. Celia Lopez. Kaylin Lewis. Dylan Sieg. Jesse Prue. Jameson Prue. Amaya Bartlett. Luis Batres. Blake Felbob. Ella Hubbard. McKenna Netto. Jacqueline Vogt. Lincoln Schott. Eliana Berg. Please welcome to the stage Mrs. Dawn Reichley-Balon.
Abigail Powers. Brandon Ayala Rivera. Jeffrey Grins. Evan Cornell. Adam Tackman. Kayla Schweppe. Grace Edmonds. Dakota Dunnigan. Logan Flesh. Jacob Patton. Haley Sanders. Chloe Farr. Isabel Cartwright. Callahan Montgomery. Taylor Rubio. Christine Thomas. Hannah Boughton. Deepika Sidhu. Andrea Salisbury. Annika Sheets. Ariana Bishop. Trace Thompson. Everett Bird. Colin Torres. Hayden Wampler. Ryan Beathers. Daniel Orta III. Devin Valdez. Lacey Olray. Ray Allen Pacheco. Now I welcome Mr. Lewis Tiller.
Marco Quezada Martinez. Connor Sigurdsson. Leighton Frakes. Vanessa Orlov. Allison Pacheco. Devin Tyler Munya. Jasma Solano Alfred. RJ Aram. Courtney Hansen. Kelly Candlin. Molly Benson. Kiana Staley. Amaya Howald. Elena Pereira. Emily Moritz. Pandora Carlson. Tris Marshall. Michelle Bernal Salas. Sydney Montez. Ana Munoz Flores. Maddox Snyder. Kiara Crawford. Grace Greer. Michaela Ellertson. Lily Dunn. Peyton Zamaripa. Austin Dodson. Lucero Salazar Garo. Nicholas Martin. Jesus Arroyo. And my pleasure to introduce Mr. Tom Kavanaugh.
Oh, that is there, isn't it? Okay. Jada Berggren. Tyler Brown. Logan Reddy. Hayden Kaiser. Tresson Keller. Riley Jones. Madeline Weiscaver. Quinn Bach. Zane Eicher. Gunnar Smeedema. Aldo Villalbazo Mendoza. Caden Villarreal. Trent Helt. Tyler Copeland. Isaac Scroggins. Jamie Rosales. Caden Berry. Andrea Cortez Cruz. Stephanie Ruiz Marcia. Karen Sanchez Salinas. Hannah Yapel. Jessica Dercio Ramirez. Lily Libke Watkins. Kira Gillen Townsley. Hector Serratos Rojas. Cheyenne Dill. And Cole Chase. And now I'd like to welcome back to the podium Mr. Eric Jesperson.
Thank you for these, appreciate it. All right. At this time, I would like to welcome back to the stage and the podium Mariah and Lisa.
All right, are you guys ready? Graduates, please rise. To mark our graduation from high school and as a symbol of our achievements, we will now move our graduation tassels from the right-hand side of our mortarboards to the left-hand side. Congratulations, class of 2022! Let's go.
Good luck. Where do we go?
Out there.
Ladies and gentlemen and honored guests, please join me in congratulating McNary High School's graduating class of 2022. Graduates, congratulations. We thank you for all your support, families, for everything you've done to help these kids. At this time, we need your help in following a couple directions. Graduates, please follow Mr. Borison and Mr. Litchfield and exit the gymnasium at this time. Because we have to prepare for the next session, we ask families to move quickly to the exits to meet your graduates out in the parking lot and exit the facility so we can get ready for the next group of graduates and their families. Thank you for everyone for your help and patience. Graduates, thank you for your legacy to McNary High School. Have a good evening.